So we're at an AT&T long lines tower. These are made of concrete in 1949 because steel was in short supply for the wars and stuff that went on. And they couldn't get bombed either. So yeah, these were built in the atomic era. And in the 50s, 1951, they switched to steel towers. Now the military and the government would also use these towers for communication too. And in the early 2000s, they sold a majority of these towers to American Tower Corporation after AT&T closed these ones up. Now, Western Union actually had microwave towers too. They were around since 1944. And there's an old outhouse back here. But I'm just looking at how ominous this tower looks. And we've seen it from a big distance, like far away from Westaville and all that. I'm not really giving location to this, but these towers are just so ominous looking. I think the long lines is pretty cool. They called these long lines towers because they sent long distance phone calls. And these intake vents would also have filters, so in case radiation and biological chemicals couldn't get into the tower. And these towers had underground hardened facilities too, and they were made very expensive too because they made all of concrete. And I can imagine concrete was very expensive back in the day. Here's your wires you got. Yep. So yeah, all the intakes on this tower had to have filters to prevent radiation during the bombs getting in and nuclear waste getting in, because these were from nuclear bombs and all that stuff. And I can imagine it was all very expensive to work on this. And it's kind of sad to see a historical tower get roughly vandalized like this. And someone's been back here. And I'll show you the outhouse back here. Yeah, this stuff looks roughly vandalized too, and it's grown out by trees and shrubs now. So yep, it's kind of sad how this place just let go like this. Now, it's not very muddy here, it's kind of wet though, so I'm going to have to go back over to the tower. Yeah, it's kind of fun to learn about these towers in a way, because these towers are also a part of American history. And we need to preserve American history. But as you can see here, this intake vent would have filters, so that way the radiation and biohazard chemicals can be filtered before going to the furnace. And I'm going to take you guys around the other side here. So yeah, there's all the generators where they would be, but it seems like to me the generators were probably scrapped out. Yep, here's an intake system. You can hear my echo right inside the tower. We had some just left open like this, and people come back here at night, during the afternoon. Here's the big muffler. So, the equipment and the generators were probably scrapped out whenever this tower was sold to a new owner. So, yep, there you have it. Old AT&T microwave tower. They were also called microwave towers too, because they send microscopic waves. So I prefer to call them long lines or microwave. Doesn't really matter.